Friends, today I have a Sunday off from preaching, and so I've prepared a brief online reflection based on three of the lectionary passages set for today, Psalm 23, 1 John 3, 16 to 24, and John 10, 11 to 18, with the theme of the Good Shepherd. In Psalm 23, we're invited into the imagery of the shepherd and his flock. The well-known and familiar imagery can get lost in our familiarity with them, but the psalm remains rich with poetic imagery that can inspire us and plant seeds of hope within us. For the psalmist speaks to that fundamental human need and longing for guidance, for protection, and sustenance. In the vast expanse of life's journey, we find comfort in the idea of a shepherd who leads us to green pastures and to still waters, providing us with the nourishment and rest that we need to thrive. The imagery of the shepherd caring for his sheep, in speaking to the universal longing for protection and nurture, invites us, I believe, to contemplate the possibility of a higher wisdom at work that we refer to as God, who seeks our highest good, the more we are able to trust. It reminds us too of the importance of compassion and care for one another, regardless of our religious beliefs. In the first letter of John, verses 16 to 24, the themes of Psalm 23 are carried through then as we encounter a powerful message about the nature of love. Love, as described in this passage, is not merely a sentiment, but a radical way of living. Verse 16 and 17 to 18, we read, "This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. If anyone has material possessions," it goes on, "and sees a brother or sister in need, but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children," it says in verse 18, "let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." And so the passage suggests that love is demonstrated through tangible acts of compassion, generosity, and solidarity with those in need. This love transcends religious boundaries and speaks of the universal longing for connection and belonging. And as non-subscribing Christians, we embrace this call to love one another, recognizing that it is through our actions that we affirm our shared humanity, and through our practical acts of love that we demonstrate our Christian commitment. And then lastly, in the Gospel according to John 10, 11 to 18, Jesus presents himself as the Good Shepherd who lays down his life for his sheep. In verse 11, "I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." It's a passage that carries a profound message of selflessness and self-sacrifice. The Good Shepherd is willing to put the needs of others before his own, demonstrating a deep sense of empathy and compassion. And this is contrasted with the hired hand, who only looks after his own interests and runs away when troubles come. In a world often marked by division and self-interest, this portrayal of leadership serves as a powerful reminder of the values that we should hold dear as followers of Christ. And as we reflect on these passages, they are an invitation to each of us to recommit ourselves to embodying that spirit of compassion and love in our daily lives. May we be like the Good Shepherd who cares for his flock, extending a helping hand to those who are vulnerable or in need. May we practice a love that knows no boundaries, reaching out to our fellow human beings with empathy and understanding in their time and places of need. And may our actions reflect the deep-seated belief that we are all connected, bound together by our shared humanity, and held by a wisdom that is greater than our own and that seeks our highest good. Amen. God bless you.